In which country is the busiest railway station in the world? A. Japan, B. Japan, or C. Japan? You chose C. Japan? Wrong. It was B. Next one. In which city is the busiest railway station in the world? A. Tokyo, B. Tokyo, or C. Tokyo? Okay, I'm kidding, but you get the idea. Now, for real, what is the busiest railway station in the world? Is it A. Shinjuku Station on the western side of central Tokyo, B. Ikebukuro Station, one of Tokyo's largest commuter hubs, or C. Shibuya Station, beside the famous Scramble Crossing? Well, you were wrong if you chose B, Ikebukuro. But honestly, unless you regularly study Japanese railway statistics, this is quite difficult. There is also a small problem with the ranking. Different railway companies count entries, exits and transfers in different ways, so the exact numbers vary slightly. However, the top 3 remain the same. Ikebukuro Station handles around 2.3 million passenger movements every day. That would make it the busiest station in almost every other city on Earth. In Tokyo, it only gets 3rd place. The station is located northwest of central Tokyo and connects the city center with huge suburban areas to the north and west. And when we are looking at the map, even the confusion is confused. One of its most important services is the Yamanote Line, Tokyo's famous railway loop. It connects Ikebukuro with major other districts like Shinjuku, Shibuya, Ueno and Tokyo Station. The line itself is one of the most frequently used lines on Earth, with around 3.5 to 4 million riders daily. The Seibu and Tobu railways carry commuters into the surrounding suburbs, while 3 Tokyo metro lines also pass beneath the station. Ikebukuro is also surrounded by department stores, shopping centers and entertainment districts, which generate even more passenger traffic. And here is probably the most confusing fact. The Seibu department store is on the eastern side of the station, while the Tobu department store is on the western side. The problem is that Seibu roughly means Western Railway, and while Tobu means Eastern Railway. So east is west is east, and you're already lost before finding your platform. Still, with around 2.3 million daily passenger movements, Ikebukuro is number 3, but 2nd place handles several 100,000 more. You were very close if you selected Shibuya. Shibuya Station handles close to 3 million passenger movements every day. It is located southwest of central Tokyo, directly beside the Shibuya Scramble Crossing and the famous Hachiko statue. The station connects central Tokyo with major residential areas southwest of the city. JR trains cross central Tokyo, while the Tokyu and Keiyu railways extend into the suburbs. Several Tokyo metro lines also use the station. Because these railways were built by different companies at different times, Shibuya developed across many levels. Some platforms are elevated above the streets, while others are several floors underground. The entire station area has also been undergoing a massive reconstruction project. Platforms have moved, pedestrian routes have changed, and new skyscrapers have appeared around the station. So, once you finally understand the layout, there is a good chance it will change again. With close to 3 million daily passenger movements, Shibuya is one of the busiest transport hubs ever built. And it is still only number 2. Have you ever traveled through one of these stations? I think they are not the best spot to change trains for people with social anxiety. Anyway, before we reveal number 1, here are 3 international honorable mentions. Howrah Station in Kolkata is generally considered the busiest railway station outside Japan, serving more than 1 million passengers per day. Suburban and long-distance trains connected with the Kolkata region and destinations across India. Paris Gare du Nord is the busiest railway station in Europe, handling around 700,000 travelers daily. It serves suburban Paris and international routes towards cities including London, Brussels and Amsterdam. And New York Penn Station is the busiest railway station in North America, with around 600,000 people using the wider complex each day. Amtrak, NJ Transit and the Long Island Railroad all use the underground station beneath Midtown Manhattan. But now it's time for number 1. Shibuya, Shinjuku sounds similar, but isn't. You were absolutely right, and you have to give the video a like if you chose Shinjuku. Shinjuku Station is the busiest railway station in the world, with about 3.5 to 3.8 million passengers per day and over a billion passenger movements a year. Simply crazy. So why is it so busy? Shinjuku sits between central Tokyo and enormous residential areas to the west. And what's funny to me is that all three stations sit on the same transit corridor in western Tokyo. Private railways such as Keio and Odakyu bring commuters into Shinjuku from the suburbs. JR lines connect the station with central Tokyo and the wider metropolitan area, while Tokyo Metro and Toei Subway provide additional underground connections. Altogether, 5 major railway operators use the station. The different companies gradually built their own platforms, ticket gates and underground passageways, which is why the station can feel like several separate stations that slowly grew together. The wider station complex is also commonly described as having more than 200 exits. Shinjuku is also a huge destination by itself. West of the tracks is one of Tokyo's largest office districts, filled with skyscrapers, hotels and government buildings. East of the station are department stores, shopping streets and the entertainment district around Kabukisho. To the south is one of Japan's largest intercity bus terminals, so millions of people transfer here, while many others travel directly to Shinjuku for work, shopping and entertainment. Shinjuku opened in 1885 when the surrounding area was still relatively quiet. It reportedly served only around 50 passengers per day during its early years, and on some rainy days apparently nobody used it at all. Around 140 years later it handles millions of passenger movements every day, and none of the stations are actually connected to the famous Shinkansen bullet train. But remember, 3 million passenger movements do not necessarily mean 3 million different people. Someone transferring between two operators can be counted more than once. Even so, the numbers are completely ridiculous. And I thought Hamburg Central Station was busy. This is some next level shit. Thanks for watching, and if you like this format, you could watch another one next. Servus.